Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm not too bad. My name's Maura.
Hi, I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you. So, I'm an occupational therapist student here at Dal. And do you know anything about occupational therapy?
Isn't that like when you go into someone's workplace or something?
That's a common misconception, but actually, occupational therapists look at the individual and their needs and their wants and help people readjust or get back to their everyday life after a challenge or an event or disability.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, do you mind if I work with you for about 5 to 10 minutes today? Because I hear that you're just returning back to campus after you've had a challenge of your own.
Yeah, no, I completely don't mind. Thank you for meeting with me. Yeah, I guess I could just kind of start off telling you what my challenge was.
Yes.
So I was running probably about a month ago in Point Pleasant Park, and I tripped on a rock and I fell and I tore my Achilles.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, it was a long process. I had to get surgery to reattach it. I'm currently on crutches. It's been a lot to deal with it on its own, and I'm just kind of getting back to grad school right now.
Right. Well, congrats for coming back, because that's
Thanks.
a really hard thing to overcome.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot, but I'm just excited to
Be back.
Yeah.
What have you been dealing with so far since as you started rehab?
So we've been doing a lot of just kind of maintenance therapy right now. There's not a whole lot of movement and mobility I can do. I'm not allowed to weight bear and stuff like that. So I can't really walk. I'm on crutches, as I said. So honestly, just a lot trying to keep the swelling and stuff down and look after the scar tissue.
Right, that makes sense. That's a lot, though.
Yeah, yeah.
So one of my roles, I think, would be to try to understand what your main priorities are coming back to campus. So can you talk to me a little bit about your concerns?
Yeah. One of the big things is kind of how I'm gonna get to and from classes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little nervous because some of them are in the same building, which is fine, but some of them are way across campus.
Right.
And you know how they only give us 10 minutes in between classes? It takes me 30 to walk anywhere right now, so I'm really concerned about that.
Of course.
And that some of our buildings at Dal never realized this before, but aren't really that accessible. There's a lot of stairs, which I can do, but it's painstakingly long to do, and
of course,
kind of leaves my ankle throbbing.
Right. Wow, that's a lot of stress for you to try to figure out and navigate how you're going to get to classes.
Yeah, and then have class on top of that
Right.
afterwards, right?
Right.
Yeah, so I would say that's probably the one I'm really focused on right now, but I also am a little just upset because I haven't been able to bond with anyone. I was here for 2 weeks at the starting grad, which was great, but I've been gone for a month doing some online learning and stuff, and so I feel really out of place right now.
Right.
Just because there's a lot of limitations to things I can do. I want to go and drink with everyone and go to soccer games and stuff like that, and just do the normal grad school culture thing, but I feel I'm really on the outside when it comes to this, just because I don't want people to have to wait for me, and have to change their plans so I can be in it. So I don't know what people are thinking, so can't really say that.
Right. Do you have anyone that you know on campus so far?
Yeah, I did meet this one girl, and we did a few of the orientation week activities together, and she was pretty nice. She's reached out to me since I've had my injury once or twice, but I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, well that's good that you do have a familiar face. Would you feel comfortable reaching out to her more and trying to get to know her better?
Yeah, maybe she would want to do maybe just movies in my apartment or something like that instead.
Right. Well, I would definitely encourage you to contact her and maybe make a connection and a support there.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm also, one of the other things is I'm a runner. That's how I hurt my ankle. There's the lack of exercise and stuff right now, because running is really important to me because it allows me to kind of keep up my physical health, but it's also really important to my mental health.
Okay.
So I don't know what other exercises I can do that are helpful, or things that I could do to stay physically and mentally fit without putting any stress on my ankle or anything like that.
Right. Well, that makes sense because occupations do, like your running definitely will impact your mental health. So, what I'm going to do, would you be okay if next time we met I come to you after I've contacted some resources like maybe safety and transportation and some, maybe even some support groups to just readjust and understand campus better, and then we can make a plan together?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful because it would give me more ideas on what I can and can't do here.
Right. Well, I'm really happy to get to meet you.
Thanks for meeting with me.
Thanks.
Bye. I think